Seraph of the End. Is it an anime worth watching? We're gonna rate this anime based on 4 categories with an overall score at the end and see if Seraph of the End is a good fit for you. Seraph of the End is an anime that starts off with an apocalypse, which is caused by a man-made virus that kills everyone over the age of 13. At the exact same time, vampires begin to emerge and start taking all of the remaining humans underground and treating them like cattle so they have a food source. However, one specific group of kids is fed up with it and think there just might be a way out. The story is great, the anime hits you right away with that apocalypse thing, and is not afraid to kill a lot of the side characters too, so you're always going to be on your toes about which characters you want to get attached to. Besides vampires, like the title suggests, there are appearances of angels and demons too. And there's even some biblical references being made too, like during the apocalypse that it'll be sounded off by the sound of 7 trumpets. The only problem is that by the end, you're gonna have a lot of questions left unanswered because at the time of this video, the anime is on an 8-year hiatus, so you either gotta read the manga or just pray to the anime gods that the hiatus will end soon. I mean, Devil is a Part-Timer got a season 2 after like, what, 10 years, right? So it's gonna happen. I'm gonna give story an 8 out of 10 because it does a lot of things well. It's just that as time goes on, it just gets more frustrating that you can't complete the story. Seraph of the End has a lot of great characters, but I'm kind of 50-50 about which characters I care about. Mika and Yu are probably the 2 best characters in the anime, and it all stems from the genuine love and care that they have for each other. The anime kind of implies that the 2 have feelings for each other, as Yu has 2 potential other love interests that are girls, but he's not really interested in them, and he only blushes when he's around Mika. Then also in the intros, they use this visual motif not once, but twice in the anime. Kimizuki is also a very admirable character because his goals are to just help pay for his sister's medical bills. And then there are characters that you love to hate or have a very interesting moral compass, so you're curious and fascinated about them. The villain vampires especially are so cool, especially like Crowley, and I think it's mostly because they carry themselves with such confidence that you kind of want to root for them even though they're clearly the villains in this arc. Gurren is technically a good guy, but he does so many bad things that you kind of question his moral compass, but at the same time he has such strong convictions and he genuinely cares about his team and the human race, so you're kind of 50-50 on what to do with him. Unfortunately though, the anime does kind of give a backseat to the women of the show. The 2 main girls in Yu's squad, Shino and Sangu, are useful in battle, but outside of that, their conversations are mostly just about potential love interests or just flirting. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure Yu's gay because he doesn't even seem interested in either of them. The Gurren squad too was hyped up to be the leader of the human rebellion, and I thought it was going to be a great introduction for them. They're cool in battle, but the girls are kind of just cardboard cutouts of different girl personalities in anime, like the shy girl, the tsundere, or even the really submissive one. Honestly, the only woman character that actually really gets anything done is Queen Cruel, but she doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, so you're kind of on short pickings if you're looking for a strong woman character to root for. I want to give characters like a 6.5 out of 10 because there's some really good ones, but then the others are just kind of, you forget about them. Sawano Hiroyuki is a legend in the anime music industry, and his work in Seraph of the End is no exception. Sometimes though, soundtracks are hard to criticize because if the soundtrack is doing its job and you're so encapsulated with the scene, sometimes you don't even notice the music. And I think that's the case for Seraph of the End too, because I can't remember any tracks that really stuck out to me at the moment, but I know that when I was watching the anime that the atmosphere was really enhanced by the music. Most notably though, he did the first intro and outro for this anime, and it's amazing. The first intro I love especially. The instrumentation is different, the pacing is really unique, and it really sets the tone for the show really well. I'll put a link to the song in the description below so you guys can check it out and let me know in the comments what you thought of the song. For the soundtrack, I give it a 9 out of 10. Nothing to complain about, but the intro is really the only thing that sticks out to me. There's no explicit fan service in this anime, so you don't have to worry about your mom watching this over your shoulder. Honestly, I think the only thing that can count as fan service, like I said, is the behavior of some of the girls in the show, because they're just cardboard cutouts of different women in anime. I mean, the first scene that all the girls are introduced, there's one guy in Gurren's team that's just asking around how they'd look in a swimsuit, and they either get shy or they say, oh, if the captain requests it, then I'll do it, and it's just kind of annoying to watch, honestly. Like, this is probably the last thing I'm interested in when I'm watching an anime about the literal apocalypse. The 2 women vampires that are with Crowley are also kind of busty. Their behavior is pretty one-dimensional and submissive too, and I'm pretty sure they only exist to please Crowley. It's probably weird to give fan service itself a number, so I'm gonna put it under not a lot, but kind of awkward category. Seraph of the End is an anime that'll get you hooked on its story, but just leaving it unfinished as time goes on just makes it worse and worse. But if you get really interested in the anime, I think it's a great supplement if you decide to start reading the manga. It has a lot of the same flaws that other anime have at the time, so I'm not going to bash it too much, and when the story gets good, it gets really good. 7.5 out of 10. I recommend trying out at least the first 3 episodes to see if you like it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to see when the next review will come out. Let me know in the comments if there's any other topics or anime you want me to talk about, and I'll see you guys next time.